Hello everyone, this is my project. So if you're seeing this is for my humanities class. I'm going to be expressing myself on the topic of the history of hip-hop. Now, I know you have to be creative with it, so throughout this whole entire video I will be posting pictures, audios, and some other little goodies expressing my history and my findings of hip-hop and how it has transpired and just been this evolution of freedom of speech, this type of art. It's just so much more than just your average everyday songs. That is why I did my project on it. So hip-hop originated in South Bronx, New York around the 1970s. Were mainly African and Latino communities that were the true originators of hip-hop. It was basically dealing with socioeconomic issues and challenges that were shown, and a lot of groups have kind of birthed from these issues at hand. Hip-hop was born out of the self-expression that was needed, the connection that was given to many of these individuals through hardships and through their daily lives that they struggled with. Because as you know, many in the early 90s, lots and lots of issues were happening with certain groups. Certain social norms weren't as normal as they are today, leading to a bunch of issues that are honestly still present and probably are even worse in today's society. Originators such as artists, I'm going to butcher this, Afrika Bambaataa and Grandmaster Flash were the originators of hip-hop, and their techniques and styles are still used to this day. And you'll probably hear some of that during this clip is, their music. Birth of fashion, ways of lingo, language, and, obviously slang, and just overall lifestyle choices. All of this from a specific little art of just singing, dancing, expressing your hardships have created something so much more massive. One instance of fashion is obviously MC Hammer with his pants and his whole wardrobe being very unique for the time, that you don't really see as often anymore, which is mainstream success and the commercialization and global reach of hip-hop. Now we're gonna scroll down from the originators. Now we're in like the early 90s. So we're gonna be playing some NWA, most likely some Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. Few and far many, wow, of the most culturally impacting people during that time that many would also agree they kind of carried hip-hop into a different type of art. Of course, by the 1980s and the 1990s, hip-hop has transitioned into a subculture movement into mainstream reach. For the Encyclopedia of Britmonica, it does state that Tupac Shakur and Notorious B.I.G. were the household names, like I stated in Medium.com, titled Gangsters and Playas. A lot of these artists, like I said, come from these lower end areas where they struggle with issues, gun violence, gang violence, overall poverty. It's just like the few little instances that these gangs faced, which is why NWA was one of the creators and expressed in their F the Police how they just did not enjoy such atrocities being committed by police brutality. The internet also created and birthed a huge marginal area where you are able to just see and watch and listen to huge amounts of catalogs of different artists, dancers, music videos, articulated pieces of just history right before whatever you want to search. How did you think I got all this information for this video? Now we're going to be playing a song that I personally chose that I wanted to dedicate this area to, which is Changes by Tupac Shakur. With this music, I was able to almost relive the past. What Tupac has gone through is almost the same as today, with dealing with drug issues, poverty line, expressing in changes how instead of killing each other, we need to be real and heal each other. On top of the other thing is that you made a G today, which references that, you made about $1,000 or you made a couple $100 selling illegal substances to children, but he says, hey, you gotta get paid, and that's just the way it is. really kind of highlighting and really describing that, unfortunately, in the world we live in, society is very unfair. The government really doesn't take this issue serious, which is causing a lot of issues to go down and plummet, which causes people to do some insanely sad things in order to just simply survive, affecting lives of others. When you listen to something, when you say something out loud, you're bringing that into existence, which then will cause a change in the world sooner or later. Regardless of how long it takes, it will be different. With the hip hop and global influence is the present day, Fun Times magazine really kind of highlighted all of this and just showing that one artist can have all of these effects, all of these changes in the world. The history of hip hop will forever be something that is powerful, stagnant, and be a part of society no matter how long and how far the human race goes to this day. I hope you enjoyed the music in the background and the little pictures I've probably included to the left of me here. And I do appreciate everybody in this course. This was my hip-hop evolution for my introduction to humanities, and I appreciate you guys' time. Let's change the world together.